The Forest Concert. Chapter 1. The Forest Awakens. On a spring morning, the forest quietly awoke. The trees, which had been covered in snow during winter, spread their new green leaves, and small flowers began to bloom. Birds perched on branches and sang, and the gentle sound of the river murmured nearby. Among this, a squirrel named Chichi woke up, ready to start another day with energy. As Chichi ran around the forest, he stopped and thought, I wonder if the forest concert will be held again this year? Every year, the animals of the forest gather to hold a concert, an event everyone eagerly anticipates. When spring arrives, it's customary for the forest friends to start practicing for the concert. Excitedly, Chichi went to see his usual friends. The first one he visited was a rabbit named Mimi. Mimi had sung a beautiful song at last year's concert, moving everyone deeply. Good morning, Mimi. Do you think there will be a concert this year? Chichi asked. Mimi smiled and replied, Of course, Chichi. Let's make this year's concert just as fun. Next, Chichi visited a turtle named Kamekachi. Kamekachi was skilled at drumming, and his rhythms were the heartbeat of the concert. Kamekachi, will you play the drums again this year? Chichi asked. Kamekachi slowly nodded and replied, Of course, Chichi. Let's make it a wonderful concert. That afternoon, Chichi went to the large clearing at the center of the forest. Many animals had already gathered there, discussing this year's concert. Their faces were filled with excitement and anticipation. Let's make this year's concert amazing, someone said, and everyone agreed loudly. Thus, preparations for the forest concert began. With the arrival of spring, the entire forest was filled with energy. Chichi made a resolution in his heart, let's deliver wonderful music to everyone this year. With the forest awakening, a new chapter of the forest concert was about to begin. Chapter 2. A New Friend. As preparations for the concert progressed, Chichi met a new friend in the depths of the forest. It was a rabbit named Lulu, who had just moved from the other side of the forest and didn't know much about this place yet. Chichi kindly approached him. Hello, I'm Chichi. We hold a concert in this forest every year. Would you like to join us, Lulu? Chichi said. Lulu, a bit shy, replied, Hello, Chichi. I've just moved here and don't have any friends yet, but I love music. I'd love to join. Chichi happily welcomed Lulu into the group. The two quickly became friends and started practicing music together. Lulu had a beautiful voice and loved to sing. His voice echoed throughout the forest, surprising everyone. Lulu, your voice is truly amazing. Mimi said, impressed. Lulu, a bit embarrassed, replied, Thank you, Mimi. I'm really happy to be part of the group. Chichi was delighted to see Lulu integrating so well with everyone. Making new friends made the concert even more special. One day, Chichi and Lulu went for a walk in the forest. They heard wonderful music coming from afar and headed towards the sound. There, they found a small band of frogs practicing. The frogs played their tiny instruments and created joyful music. Hello, frogs. Your music is wonderful. Can we join you? Chichi asked. The frogs smiled and replied, "Of course, let's play together." So, Chichi and Lulu enjoyed making music with the frog band. Meeting new friends made the forest concert even more enjoyable. Everyone felt a stronger bond and a greater determination to create the best music. Lulu found joy in his new life in the forest, surrounded by new friends. Chapter 3: The Mystery of Sound. One day, Chichi and Lulu ventured deep into the forest. There, they heard a mysterious sound. The wind rustling the leaves, the water splashing against the rocks, and the birds chirping all came together to create a beautiful harmony. "What a mysterious sound," Lulu said. "It would be wonderful if we could recreate this sound at the concert," Chichi agreed. They decided to tell the other forest friends about the sound and all set out together to find it. The next day, Chichi, Lulu, and their friends gathered at the same spot. They listened carefully to the sounds of nature. The sound of the wind rustling the leaves was like a gentle lullaby. The murmur of the river resembled a rhythmic drumbeat. The birds chirping created a beautiful melody. "Let's think of a way to recreate this sound for the concert," Chichi said. The friends brought their instruments and tried to imitate the sounds of nature. Mimi used leaves to mimic the wind, Kamekachi used small stones to replicate the river's sound, and Lulu imitated the birds, creating a wonderful melody. "This music feels like the forest itself," Chichi said, moved. "If we all work together, we can recreate the beautiful sounds of nature at the concert," Lulu smiled. The friends were excited about this new challenge and practiced diligently. As the concert day approached, the forest friends became even more united. They helped and encouraged each other, striving to create the best music. Recreating the sounds of nature wasn't easy, but they believed that with passion and effort, anything was possible. Thus, captivated by the mystery of sound, the friends explored a new world of music. The beautiful music resonating in the forest united the animals and heralded the success of the concert. They awaited the concert day with confidence and anticipation. Chapter 4: Days of Practice. Preparations for the concert began in earnest. Every day, the animals gathered at the forest center, each fulfilling their role and practicing diligently. Chichi created rhythms with nuts, the squirrel brothers rustled leaves to mimic the wind, Kamekachi replicated the river's murmur with stones, and Mimi sang beautiful melodies. Lulu imitated the birds, adding a new melody. "Everyone, it's sounding great," Chichi said happily. "But we need more practice," Lulu nodded. They continued to practice every day, gradually improving the quality of their performance. One day, during a break, Chichi said to Lulu, "Lulu, the concert has become much more fun since you came to the forest." Lulu smiled and replied, "Thank you, Chichi. I really enjoy making music with everyone." After practice that day, the animals went for a walk in the forest. They listened to the sounds of nature, looking for new ideas. The wind rustling the trees, the water flowing, the birds chirping, all these inspired them and added new elements to their concert. One night, Chichi and Lulu looked up at the night sky. The stars were shining, and the moonlight illuminated the forest beautifully. It would be wonderful to play under the night sky, Lulu said. Yes, let's incorporate night sounds into our music, Chichi agreed. They started practicing nighttime music, aiming for an even more amazing performance. As the days of practice continued, the animals helped and encouraged each other. Even when they failed, they didn't give up and tried again and again. Their effort and passion were producing results. As the concert day approached, their excitement and anticipation grew. On the eve of the concert, the animals had their final practice. Encouraging each other, they aimed for the best performance. Let's create beautiful music together tomorrow, Chichi said. The friends nodded and smiled in agreement. Thus, the days of practice passed, and finally, the day of the concert arrived. With confidence and anticipation, the animals were ready to deliver their best performance. Their effort and passion would create a wonderful concert. Chapter 5: The Night of the Concert. The night of the concert arrived. Under the moonlight, the animals gathered in the center of the forest and began to play beautiful music. The wind blew through the trees, rustling the leaves, and the murmur of the river kept rhythm. The audience of animals was moved by the beautiful music and applauded enthusiastically. Chichi and Lulu looked at each other and smiled. I'm really glad I came to this forest, they thought. Lulu's beautiful singing voice echoed, followed by Mimi's melody. Kamekachi kept rhythm with his drumming, and the squirrel brothers mimicked the wind. Everyone's hearts united, creating a wonderful harmony. Stars twinkled in the night sky, and the moon gently illuminated the forest. In that light, the animals played music that became one with nature. The audience closed their eyes and listened, captivated by the beautiful sounds. Everyone, you're truly amazing, Chichi said, moved. This concert has become the best one ever, Lulu agreed. The animals hugged each other and shared their joy. After the concert, the animals walked quietly through the forest. Listening to the sounds of nature, they enjoyed the beautiful night. This forest really has wonderful friends, Chichi thought. Lulu felt the same way. Thus, the forest concert was a great success. The animals deepened their bonds with their new friends and shared wonderful music. This marvelous concert would continue every year. The forest quietly closed its eyes again. Under the starry night sky, the animals fell into a comfortable sleep, dreaming new dreams and holding new hopes. The memories of the concert remained in their hearts forever, heightening their anticipation for the next year. And so, the forest concert will continue. Meeting new friends, the beautiful sounds of nature, and the moments when the animals' hearts unite, all these make the forest concert special. Chichi and Lulu, dreaming of new adventures for the next concert, quietly fell asleep in the forest.